Hello! This is my Minecraft video. I should have started cataloging this sooner because I got this whole platform done and most of that big chunk of that wall taken out and then replaced with the cobblestone. I'm turning this giant mountain into my fortress. I hope to eventually have the entire thing hollowed out. And for some reason I can't get the Minecraft to play on full screen. I don't know why. So if you can give me some tips on that, that'd be great. What I'm doing now, I'm gonna try and hollow out the whole frickin' mountain. For some reason, it keeps clicking more than one right now. And when it's in windowed mode, it's like it's stretched out to my screen resolution, which is 1280 by 1024. So I'm not getting very good frames per second. I'm playing on a GeForce FX 5200. It is 128 megabytes of RAM. I have a Pentium 4, old Pentium 4, 1.7 gigahertz processor. So my computer's pretty old. I mean, I've got 768 megabytes of RAM, but it's PC 133, and when I'm not running fraps and recording, I get about 30 frames a second. So if people out there, they say, oh, you know, it won't run on a GeForce FX, but you know, without fraps on the lowest settings, I get like 30 frames a second, but it doesn't need to be high quality texture because it's Minecraft. But my plan, I wish I could change it to daytime to show you this mountain, is to carve this whole mountain out, because I found this mountain. I guess it gets randomly generated, and I'm going to carve this entire mountain out, starting right here with my doorway, and make a huge castle inside of the mountain. So hopefully I'll keep you posted on that. It's been about 2 minutes, and I've started the antechamber from the main hallway. This is going to be where the largest room is, and then each corridor off of it will go to another room, and then finally I'll build the second floor, a third floor, fourth floor, maybe even a basement that will expand into the whole mountain. So I don't think it's going to take me very long. I have a lot of experience with Lego Digital Designer and actual Legos in real life, so I kind of already have this training in my head how you know, a three-dimensional object is going to look when you're placing individual blocks to create it. So I've already got this mapped out in my head. I should draw it down, you know, just for references, but I think that I can manage. I think it'll come out okay, and hopefully you guys will like it. And I'll send you the map and you can play with it however you like. So we'll get that. I wanted to come outside and show you what the mountain looked like during the day, now that the day and night cycle has shifted. So now I've got this antechamber that goes in there, and I've got this huge mountain. I guess it was randomly generated, but it looks pretty cool. There are some pigs up there. I forgot to say that I'm playing on creative mode, just to, you know, build whatever. I got him. And hopefully I'll start down here, work my way up through the entire mountain, and then have like a balcony out here somewhere, and then come out here. There'll be homes along the side of the mountain that we can. Oh, there's these stairwells. I jumped up there to get one of them pigs, but the stairwells. I'll have a stairwell, a spiral going up into this part of the mountain, and then that'll be the tower for the mage's tower. I'm going to turn this entire frickin' mountain into my base, my structure. As I was building, I noticed that on the outside I could also build into the walls if I wanted to, and I made a guard room. This is the guard that the room that the guard stays in. You know, when he's not working, or if there's just a break, maybe has a lunch. And I made a staircase that goes up to it. It goes up above it. And then you can go inside the storeroom where there's chests you can store things. And then this ladder goes further up the mountain, if I can climb it, then, oh, I'm just lagging too much to climb right now. Then you can get up there on top of it and maybe be a lookout post. I've decided to build a lookout on the top of the castle thing, but I guess that I ran out of space. I don't know how to build platforms outward like that, but okay, so it looks like I managed it. I figured out if you get really close to the edge, just enough to see over it, you can connect to a block. So you can just but then if there's already one over there, so I made a nice little platform. I'm gonna put a fence on it. Okay, I started on my lookout above the castle. I'm not finished with the inside of the castle, but there's a ladder that goes down to there, and then there's a little chamber here for whatever I might expand. But then it goes down this way that I cut out of the mountain, added a fence so it wouldn't fall, and there's a small walkway that you can get on and walk over here to another lookout, which I'm going to expand all the way to there. I finished my platform, and I added a fence so that when my archers are up here, they won't fall over. They won't fall to their death. I'm on creative mode right now, so, you know, I'm not going to die if I fall. But I wanted to build it out of the stone. I wanted it to have a more natural, organic feel to it. I mean, anybody can go over there and build a house, and it would be a nice little cottage, you know, and I'm sure it would come out really good. But this is my first time playing, and I really wanted to feel like I had accomplished something, so I really wanted to feel like I had carved my castle out of the very rock, and so that's why I did this. Maybe, you know, in the future I'll obviously make, like, that platform over there. That gives me a lot of ideas for a nice pyramid or a castle. Even that thing, this mountain right here, well, it's more like a plateau. That gives me ideas for, you know, a castle, or maybe a nice house. But for now, I'm going to create a mountain stronghold. Is that torch preventing me from going down the ladder? I know, honestly, I'm quite pleased with what I've got so far in such a little bit of time. It's only been an hour or so, and I've already got this entire front that's, you know, it already looks like there was a settlement here. And I'm playing on creative mode, so that's where I can go really fast. And what I really have respect for, the people that play on like survival and hardcore, like my friend Charles. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be even playing Minecraft. But he builds huge castles and dungeons, and he plays on survival mode and hardcore mode. So I really have a lot of respect for him when it comes to Minecraft. I'll try those, you know, on another level when I have more experience playing the game. Right now I'm just building and picking on the livestock. Alright, so I made the mistake of looking down, directly down, and digging as fast as I could. And what happened is I fell, I guess. I went down and down, down, down. I didn't realize. I thought there would have been a place that the game would have stopped me from going. But apparently there's not. So, I have this hole now that I don't feel like filling. Oh, it's raining. And I built a fence around it so I wouldn't fall into it. But I decided to turn it into something. So I built it to get my way out. I dug straight up as far as I could go, and then I turned this way, and then I went straight up again, and turned this way, and went straight up again, and then turned and went straight up again. And this was completely by accident, and I come out right here in the frickin' mountain that I'm digging in to build my stronghold, right there, like in the side of the mountain. So now that's going to be like a secret treasure room. I've also discovered how to place doors and beds and whatnot. Oh, the rain stops when I go under something. That's cool. Some games it doesn't do that. I realized how to place doors, and I figured out that if you put a button on the wall near a door, it'll shut the door when you push the button, and you can sleep. And there's a bookcase, and I wanted more items like tables and chairs and whatnot, but I'll see if I can download some packs. I haven't even touched the inside of my antechamber yet, aside from, you know, starting the basement corner over there. I've just been working on the outside, and so far it's been really cool. I was playing around with some of the things, and I put in a dock, but I guess the boats don't stay still. They go with the flow of the water, so they're not staying at the dock, which is, I guess I'll have to build something that cages them in that I have to navigate out of when I want to pilot the boat. So, but otherwise I could build a nice little indent right here and make a nice guardhouse too, or another small house of some kind. I started on the inside of the boat supply room, and I have no idea what the hell I did. I used a water bucket, and the whole room just started filling with water. And I thought that I was just going to place a bucket full of water on the ground, you know. But here, it created a water source inside the room, and it flooded completely. And I had to cover all of the water with these blocks so that I could recover the room. So that was a pretty big disaster. Okay, so I finished my boat room, the boat supply room in the bottom, the first floor. I've got a couple chests, and then I go up the stairs. I had to replace a lot of the rock because it was the natural rock. So it's got a couple windows. I could look out of them. It's 2 floors, and I'm going to expand it out this way towards the other side of the mountain. I just broke through the wall from my fish supply room, my boat supply room, and there was a tunnel, not a tunnel. The rock that was here looked like it could be made into a tunnel, so I carved it out, and there was a hole here, but I filled it with stairs, and it led to the supply room that I was in before. So that's awesome that it worked out like that, and I didn't plan it either, so I think that's incredible. Okay, now I've got the second story filled. There's a chest and 2 beds for guards and whatnot. 2 windows you can look at and do whatever. There's not really much you can do from the windows, but I wanted to make some. I put a stairwell in. I actually started from the up here because this is that old platform that I made, and I realized it was directly above the boat supply room that I made, so I figured that I would connect them. This way you can walk anywhere through the castle, and you can get wherever you need to go and not have to run around in a big circle. So now this connects the boat supply room, that little lake and river down there that I'm going to turn into a bigger river, this supply room in here for my guards, and then the outside platform, and then that ladder goes up to the top lookout. And this goes down, obviously, back to the castle. Break the dam! Release the river! That is the ugliest fucking river I've ever seen in my life. I thought it would just fill it in. I didn't know that it... No, it's only a couple tiles tall.
Yeah, that's my boat.
Huh. I guess I'll have to fill it in. I didn't know that the plants grew. I planted a sapling over there, hoping it would grow, and it grew into a big tree. And then I put ivy on everything, and now there's ivy growing off the thing, off the excuse me, the the lookout of my castle, I'm going to plant some more just to have a big ivy fence. Okay, downstairs antechamber is pretty much complete. I might expand it that way a little more. Upstairs, I've got this really tall ceiling. And then I built a staircase. I'm going to put a fence right here, make it look fancier. I've got this upstairs pretty much cleared out. And then I went to go this way, but behind that wall is the end of the mountain. So I'm going to start building a room right here. And then across this way, I'll build a room right there. And then as I go up further, I'll add more and more floors that way. Just alternating staircases left to right, left to right. I finished decorating this room. Well, not finished. There's no other decorations I can think of to put in here. Maybe I'll put in a couple more beds. But I ended up hitting the back of the mountain, so I stopped here, and I can look out. And then I put a deck on the back of it so they could have a nice view at night or during the day or whatever. And then I saw these giant pig creatures, whatever they are. So I thought the deck was a nice touch. Maybe I'll add a staircase that goes up to another room connecting it. I just found the back of the mountain and it's fantastic. I could have chosen this as the back of my castle, and it would have been amazing. I could have built a platform over the water and then a staircase leading up into this area right here that would have led inside the castle. I still may do that actually, but this is lovely. This is the second castle will be built here. Okay, so I'm starting on the tower. It's basically just a 6x4 chamber that I just made a spiral staircase in, and it goes up, 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 up. It's like 50 tiles high already. It's going to go all the way to the top of the mountain with rooms branching off of it intermittently. So hopefully I'll break surface soon. I just broke surface, and it's up there. I can see daylight, well, darkness. I'm going to finish the tower and see what the top of the mountain looks like. I finished the tower. I'm on top of the world. Top of the known world, anyway. I'm going to go up to the sea. There's a tree up here. There's that waterfall. This is where the main base is going to be. And I can see my mine shaft down there. Oh, I'm on that thing, the balcony, where I'm going to put the balcony. That's so awesome. My viewing distance is set to short, so I can't figure out how to get Minecraft to go to a full screen resolution. So, but this is where the tower is going to be built. I'm going to complete it. It's going to come up another 10 tiles maybe, and then the rest of this is getting leveled to be the top of the castle. Okay, I built the enclosure around the tower. It goes all the way up the mountain. I built a nice little enclosure. This way I can, you know, just be out of the elements or whatever if someone comes up the tower. I should probably close that off too. So, I'll be for no particular reason whatsoever, I decided to build another guardhouse on top of the spire. So this is the very top of the spire. And I used nether brick gates to keep people from falling down the cliff. And then the tower goes down that way. I pretty much finished the battle spire. I haven't seen it from down below, but it's really tall, blocky. I'm going to get up on top of the roof and make it pointed. I think I'm going to try to make it pointed I can't show you the front because I can't fly. I don't know how to fly yet. I haven't figured that out. But it's got these huge parapet windows inside. I used Neath brick, I think it's called. Nether brick. And I'm going to build a big platform that goes out and stretches over off the mountain, maybe 15 or 20 tiles. I reached the top of the map. I can't get any higher. It won't let me build any higher than this. I'm on the top of the battle spire for my castle, and I literally cannot go any higher than this block on top of this one. So I feel pretty accomplished that I've made it all the way to the top of the world here, top of the map. I can't even see the ground anymore. One of the ways that I can build so tall without being able to fly is that I've utilized this like a scaffolding, like a type of scaffolding method, where I take bricks and I look at the ground and then I jump, and then I jump, and then I jump, and then I can keep getting as high as I like. And then that lets me get way up here without needing to fly. It is a pretty ancient building technique, and it's been around for thousands of years. I wanted this top of the thing to shine really brightly, so I'm gonna put a bunch of torches up. I fell down, so while I was down here, I figured I might as well take a picture of the spire. I realized I made the platform too big. I'm gonna have to cut it back so that you can see the spire of the tower. But you can get an idea of what it looks like from right here. It looks pretty good, I think. Here's out just a tiny bit further. You can see that I've got the spire. Yeah, I've got all those torches up there. So I wanted it to shine really brightly. And I spotted a cave while I was out here. I'm going to go check out that cave system. Well, it turns out the cave system was a dud. But that doesn't mean I can't turn it into something. It'll now be someone's home if they want to brave the mountainside to try to reach it. I turned this little cave into a nice little bachelor pad. It's got a furnace and a crafting table and some paintings and a nice little bed. And outside, hung some ivy up so it'll hide the entrance. Okay, I remember there was an opening in the mountain where I was going to build a big deck, but I ended up building a home instead. Not for myself, but anyone who wanted to, make a residence there. It's not much, but it's got glass windows. It's nice and homey feel to it. I'm gonna jump off here and see what it looks like from the base. It does come with a deck, but no, this is the roof. That's right. The deck eventually became the house. You can see it up there, but it blocks out the spire. It's all good. It still looks good. Have a look at the front of my castle. The entrance is pretty much hidden, covered by ivy. I'm gonna go over here. See the entrance to that bachelor pad that I made. And I'm in the water. The entrance is covered in ivy. That's funny.